Hey friends, welcome back to another video. So you get $67 now, so I'm bounced up pretty good the last three sessions. Let's continue that trend. We're going to be looking at sort of like spots to actually slow play and when to actually fast play as well. So I've been looking at those spots, especially when you have a set. So there's going to be spots where if you don't throw a bet in, everyone's going to check behind you. Typically it's going to be like a dry board, but when it's like a wet board, typically people will throw a bet in because they can't afford a free card to come out, and that's when you can go for like check raise as well. Goes all in. This guy, it's gonna fold, and it's gonna call there. We're gonna open ender. All right, do we call? All right, I'm gonna fold. It's gonna be a tight fold. He's got a queen. We've only got a nine there actually, so we can't even call. And I mean, is he gonna have ace high? I don't know, but there's like a queen trying to draw from a weaker card, possibly. We we probably could have called because you don't have to be wrong all the time. Okay, let's get in the ace-5 offsuit. Let me know how you guys are going, how your poker sessions are going as well. Just going to try and make sure we do it right this session. Don't want to create any nasty habits. Can't full bet here with ace-6 offsuit. All right, let's go with ace-6 suited. If we do call there, it's going to be very wide, so that was very bet queen 10 suited. Oh, another spade on the river. All right, just checking here. He's going to bet. He's going to call some spades here, so I'm going to bet here. We can go check on the river. All right, save some money there. Fortunately, we didn't see the spade come up, so means we could have tripled up. Well, not tripled up because the opponent was short stacked. That's why we got out of there pretty quick anyway. It was a very small bet, but we're not going to call because we're out of position. Queen 8 is too much of a gap. Okay. Let's three bet because he's not going to full bet a lot on us. And if he does, he's going to be very strong. So I'm going to get a lot of folds. Shoves it all in. Wow. Okay. Can't believe he just shoved it all in. Just checking here with the Queen Jack. Hopefully get a bet now. Okay, we got a book. Beautiful. All right, a small bet. Just go for a thin value bet. Okay, so he's just trying to see if we'll weak, but obviously we won't. But it's fine. Got a little money out of it, but he didn't call the river. All right, so far, nothing amazing has happened so far apart from that last hand. Yeah, we tried three betting in that. We tried three betting the king queen and then getting shoved on, so we're never going to call there. All right, we'll defend jack 10. No, we won't. It's very tight. It's a high rake, so then we're better off folding. Sevens are folding as well, out of position. As much as I want to call, I do, trust me, I do want to call. Full betting. Got a blocker, maybe he's got kings. All right, so a bit of discipline at the moment. Just need to make sure we stay concentrating. All right, we'll call ace king. We've got position. It is offsuit though. I'll throw a bet in. I can't often deal with a a bet there. Usually, if they don't have a queen, it's going to be hard for them. Okay, we can defend. We got 2 pair on a wet board, so we can check raise. What's the chances of him having 10-9? You know what? He's probably going to have 10-9. But I'll get a check raise here. All right, beautiful. The 10 was a nasty card, so I'm really glad we check raised that one. Wouldn't hand when we could. We got position here, get a call. The bait's beautiful. If he's got pocket kings, we're going broke. There is a lot of cards here, so we're gonna bet. We should probably bet a bit higher actually, but all right, we have to call. We have a set. He's got a set as well, so be it. Ugh. Set over set. Just a cooler. Although I had a feeling when the jack comes out, he had something like some type of set. But we did. We also bet like, I thought he might have had like a heavy draw as well. All right, 5 are gone. Bit of a bummer, but you know what? It's poker, so can't really get upset on. All right, let's go. 3-bet king 10 suited. He's under the gun though. A little bit dangerous. Sometimes the raise will be a little bit more believable. Dry board. All right, I got a gut shot. We've got a lot of turn card equity here. Unfortunately, the 5's going to go. Don't think with the club coming out, I don't think we're going to be any good there. Jack 10 can't value there, I don't think. All right, 5 and 10 7. Got a 3-bet ace jack offsuit. You won't see bet. But I think 9-10's definitely going to hit his range. All right, we'll throw in the half bet and see what happens. Looks like we're throwing a stab in though. It's a bit of a dry board, so it looks like everyone's not going to be betting at all. Unfortunately. But also, we would have had quads. No. Bit of a waste though, unfortunately there. Okay, check raising with jack 10-9. Need to protect. He's going to bet here. No, he's not. Queens. I don't think we could have bet again. Maybe we could have. We could have probably done a little bet there. Maybe we lost a bit of value. Maybe we should have done a 3rd bet at the river. Just a bit of thin value. King, queen. Do I have a second hand? Seven, 5. All right, we'll take that. There's a bit of a gift. 10's got through. Nice. So after losing to a set over set. We're sort of making it a little bit back. Risking it for the biscuit with pocket twos. Okay, recalling. Oh, I'm going to fold. Definitely a good fold now since it looks really tough with pocket twos with that hand. Going for more of a check call range with kings. Got 2 pair now, which is nice. Odds, wow. Alright, we weren't folding there because the jack was there anyway. Pocket queens could have been there. Yeah. Here. You know it. We're checking its gone. We'll throw a bet in. It's way ahead, way behind scenario. Continue betting here, trying to avoid overcards. If he calls again, we'll just check the river. Okay. Queen 10 will open. There's 3 offsuit. We can open that one. Ace of hearts. We're betting here. Get another heart on the turn. Definitely continuing. End up getting it on the river, but right. Queen 10 got a gut shot. Would have missed it. Nice that he gets a fold. All right, it trips. Go to bed this one. Got a gut shot with ace king. King 10 got a book. We get a slow play, but at the same time, it doesn't look like anything's going to happen here. Yeah, he's got 8s. Gonna throw a bet in queens. Calls. Yeah, get some value from jacks at least. Didn't miss some thin value there at least. Very hard to get some value once the king hits the board, and it's hard for us to be betting there. Even with also with the king on the board, so we both had issues, but we had the better hand that we could actually bet there and get worse hands to call. Did it go with a gut shot with ace wheel? All right, so we got a pair. Do better while we can. Why not? See if we can win the hand. He's not showing any strength. Nice, it's over. All right, ace 2 is not a great hand. But we'll throw Ben in. He's decided to show some weakness. Plus, if we're wrong and he calls, then we could still get the 3 anyway. But in the worst case scenario, we could have reverse implied odds and he could have a bigger straight. Okay, we're going to bet this one. He didn't 3-bet, so. Get a call. If we had a jack, we're doing well. All right, very risky. I'm trying to the flush. Well set. Yeah, I called the turn trying to get that river. Pocket aces. All right, we'll throw a bet in for 8-7. We can't win on with showdown, so we'll try and get a fold. All right, got to raise it up sharp with aces. All right, got to raise it up with 2s. Quite a wet board, actually, so we might get some action, but fortunately not this time. Not seeing the ace and queen on the board. I think to have a strong ace. So getting a bet in there, I think it's definitely worth it. Maybe we should slow play it a little bit, or not slow play, but just call. Yeah, but the turn card might have really helped get some more action. But unfortunately, he didn't have anything. All right, we'll finish the action with King 10. Got some good turn cards coming, King 10 suited, but going to be really trying to go for this will be pot control, but not going to be raising. We call it ace 10 suited being in position. All right, we've hit the ace. If he checks here, he could have kings, could have queens. All right, I'm going to call King 10. Another club, but no, missed. All right, I'm going to go some pot control. All right, King 10's gone. I'm going to call on the rear with ace 10. So you get some bluffs in. Beautiful. All right, could be value owning ourselves with King Jack. But no, this time he's better. I'm going to call King Queen. Really wanted to see a king, but all right, let him go King Queen. Probably got aces. We'll believe it. All right, Jackson just calling. All right, all bet. He should 3-bet. Ooh, big bet. Love to see a check now, though. What am I into these? Okay, where was the king when we needed it? Oh, that wasn't that hand anyway. All right, looks like he gave up, so we'll bet. And king looks like a dangerous card. Could also help him as well. Could be messing around with us. Oh, he calls. But we've got a straight, so I have to call. Even if he's got a flush. Wow, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. That's the reason why we do bet, because it looks like he's slowing down. We're going to get a bit of fold. Get a lot of folds there as well. But also, when he does call, we can get a straight, which that time it did help. So, sixes are gone. So, very lucky with that hand. But, you know, you say, oh, it's just luck. But at the same time, we had eights over under the jacks, like so jacks. So, you know, what goes around comes around. That's why when you say you don't get upset that often, that's the reason why, because sometimes we always remember about the bad beats, but when we get those luck cards on the river, we never usually mention them. So it's good to get that. All right, threes. I want to bet here. Looks like he's giving up. Nothing on the river. Maybe he's got a weak ace or something like that. He's got something wrong with his hand. Yeah, weak ace. All right, King Jack's gone. So we sort of value bet ourselves there, but didn't really. Sometimes they'll just give up in that spot, and then we can try and get a lot of faults. But unfortunately, he had an ace. Also, we've done a few calls out of position as well for 3-bets. Bit of a concern. Well, just need to be aware. All right, we've got an open ender. We'll get a free card. We'll check. All right, fold that one. Reason why I didn't bet is because we get 3 cards anyway. And we might not have the best hand. Sixes are going to fold. Got some poison card. Oh, actually, we don't have any poison there, but just looking to get a 6 there. 9-4 is not calling a shove, that's for sure. Jack 10's folding. Yeah, King 7's also folding as well. Let's throw out King Queen offsuit. Yeah, Ace 10 offsuit's going up against the cutoff, which is fine. All right, we'll call the Ace 7. Folding King Queen. He's saying he's got a monster of a pre-flop hand anyway. All right. I wanted to take a stab, but there's so many, everyone's in the hand, so did control myself. I did put my mouse over the bet. Oh, we'll defend. We're going to look price. A King 2 suited hand. I think I'll let go the A7. I wanted to see under the heart be on the flush, but there's so many people in the hand. Pretty cheap though. Probably saved money in the end. Needed a lot of help with that hand. All right. And Ace King, let's go. Queen Jack. All right, we'll fold. It's a big 3-bet. Multi-way pot, Ace King. All right, I got position with Ace King, beautiful. We'll bet one more, just because a lot of draws. Our second best hands might call. If he raises, we're probably folding here too. But we can't afford another flush for nothing for free. He'll let us know. We'll just check behind here. Could be beat. There you go. He got a straight, but we made him, but we charged him for it. He got a straight on the turn, actually. Which a bit stinks, but what are you going to do? Well, we made sure we didn't bet the river. We definitely felt like we had issues with the hand. We'll shove. Ace King. Too late. Cut off. It's good that he's taking his time. Means he's getting carried away. So nice to get Ace King to win pre-flop. Probably one I don't do enough of. Ace 10 folding. I know it's tight. Ace King in position in the blind battle. Let's go. All right, King Queen suited in the cutoff. In pre-flop, we'll take it. All right, a lot of second best hands here can call with Ace King. If you had King Queen and called on the flop, and he would have been in a lot of hurt, we could have easily doubled up there. All right, we'll 3-bet King Jack suited. Folding Queen 10, even though we got a gut shot. The flush is already out. All right, we're in position. We'll call. Try and get a 2-pair type hand. Try forward, just fold. Even if he's bluffing, we're really at the bottom of our range. Okay. Ace could actually be good here. Can we let it go? Even a 9, we can't even beat a. We could beat a queen higher. That's about it. Looks like he's betting like he's missed some. He's actually missed some value as well. King Jack spawn. Got a gut shot, ace queen, calling from 3-betting out of position. Okay, not holding that one. We'll check here. We've got trips, but see if he's going to have a stab at the pot. Let's raise it quite high. Maybe a little bit too high. But we'll take it. Maybe we should just flat, but I think if you have a heavy draw, I think he's definitely going to call there. We'll waste king in the small blinds, tricky. We'll raise it high though. Try and turn it around to be nice. Power fours here. If everyone checks, I think we're gonna have a stab. We do have position, so if everyone tells us we're them, if they all say they're weak, we're gonna bet it. Not let any overcards come out and try and win the pot. Beautiful. Can't be afraid of being wrong sometimes there. King jack offsuit. All right, so based on the stats that we've got, we're playing pretty good. Just looking at the stats, like 22%. King jack offsuit, small blind, standard fold. Don't have enough info here. Let's get a call. I think he can bet here a few second best hands as well. Could have a lot of draws. I'm going to call. All right, I'm going to let go. I think he's got queens or jacks there. Got a lot of pocket pairs that we don't have. Unfortunately, we missed. I think the other thing we could have done was probably 4-bet and get a fold maybe pre-flop. He might actually fold. He might fold medium pair. All right, ace jack's nice. Gone in. That's where 3-bet pre-flop. Do we call? If the 9 happens, king queen does win. So got some reverse implied odds. That hand could get really nasty. So I'm letting it go, just avoiding. All right, I'm going to call against the dealer. Probably do a lot of check folding with 8-5 suited, especially with that board. It did give us a nice price though, but it probably could argue to fault that as well. But in saying that, right? So when I was playing the tournaments, I probably wasn't playing as wide. So I need to do the opposite. So when you're playing tournaments, you need to play more hands. When in cash, you need to play a lot less. It's going to call here. We're out of position, but we can definitely get the best hand here and keep a lot of the trash out. A lot of the trash in. Gut shot back door as well. All right, got trips. Oh, we got top pair. We're gonna bet it actually. Gut shot, deep stack, not enough. All right, and we'll call. Okay, we'll fold ace queen. He's gonna value bet himself here. I think he could have a better ace, but we're gonna call. All right, it's pure bluff. Nice call. It's back to 200 big blinds pretty much. We did actually make 60 cents over the prize money for playing, so it was pretty good. One thing I've noticed though, we haven't been getting the chips that we normally get for the C dollars. So we're not playing as wild as we normally do, I don't think. Which is probably a good thing in the end. Hit bottom pair. Raises us, figured it out. As queen's folding. Ace high could be good here, but I'm not going to value bet. He's got 9. Oh, pocket 10's got pair. Was a multi-way pot as well, so good that we didn't bet. Pot's a little bit higher with 3 people in the pot. Could 3-bet live, but probably not. A little bit low. Queen jack offsuit. Don't have position here. I'm gonna lose the queen jack. Probably should have thrown a bet in before, but all right, I'm gonna call in position with queen jack suited. Ten's in a range, jack's in a range as well, and we're gonna throw a bet in because there's flushes and straights coming. We'll open end of a 6-5. I'll throw a bet in. Not a good board for ace queen. I'd like to see 6-5 get folded, but if it calls, I don't mind getting a straight on the river. I will probably bet quite big. Min bet will fold though. At a position. We'll just give up the hand, no point. It's ace queen. Yeah, maybe we should bet again. If we bet again, we win. Damn it. Got a double gutter. I'm not going anywhere deep stacked. Unfortunately missed though. I know they laughed at me, but well, actually, no one hit anything, so. All right, we've got the ace at 2 pair actually with the okay kicker, good kicker. All right, we'll bet some value. Hopefully, isn't it a 2? All right, do some value betting. The river. All right, he calls. All right, jack's nice. All right, we'll raise 2 pair. Okay, wins the hand. Beautiful. Might 3-bet 9-8 suited. Suppose no one caught the 2 pair, but so be it. Maybe no one had a good draw. No one had anything really. Well, booked it. All right, we'll bet small and see what it does. We'll trap. Check. Throw a trap. Wow. Internet's playing up at the moment. Wait, what they have didn't show. Unfortunately, didn't have anything. All right, got ace queen, ace king will bet. I have a better. Queen 9 suited probably could open actually, 6-handed. And 9-8 suited, both up and down. So if we could win both. It was a great board for us. Would have felt better if he checked. Checks the betting. Three betting here, ace queen suited. Don't have to raise there all the time. Hopefully we flop. I don't know, I'm gonna call, we're all deep. Could have heard, isn't it? I don't go anywhere. You might have aces and kings, but all right, calls. Kings. Value bet ourselves there. We'll bet here, got an open ender with no showdown. Ace queen looking for a gut shot. Probably should have just checked behind with the ace queen hand. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. So check. We should have just checked behind. Yeah, we should have just checked behind, I think. Well, there might be a value there. That does look like he's got aces and kings, though. In saying that, maybe we did play fine. He just undervalued his hand big time and just lost a bit. So he probably should have actually bet on the turn. All right, we're going to bet sixes. Oh, actually, no, it's going to call. 10-8 offsuit. Deep stack, let's call it. Unfortunately, didn't get any help, though. All right, sixes are good. There's no reason to call there. All right, 7 with a pre-flop win. Close the action down with ace 5, so we're going to call. Do you have a backdoor flush? Get the 5 as well. We'll try and just get there as cheap as possible, but he shoves, so it's getting out of his hand. That's fine. Still bummed out about the ace queen hand, but I think we still did okay. Sure, we lost the hand, but we did lose the hand, but I think we played it okay because we still had the flush draw as well. So being in the hand was fine. All right, we'll flat. We've got position. All right, for low cards, for Jack 10, it's good for us, but anything higher is not great. All right, ace king is gone. Can check raise 10-9, that's fine. Jack 10's just got to let go. Not going anywhere. 10-9. I'll throw a bet in. We got straight, so hopefully he calls. All right, I'll call. Or he's got the book. Yeah, sure, folded. Yeah, but that will raise it. We've, we've got the straight on the river, on the flop. We had a queen with ace king. Okay, we called. Two shoves. Okay, raising kings. Five ace nine. Ace three hand before flops pretty good with the flush draw with the bottom pair. Unfortunately, folded pre-flop though, but all good in hindsight. So far, not a great session. Could have been okay because we had that other hand, but I had to recover after the ace queen hand. I don't know, sixes are gone. You're not going to push something there. Yeah, a little bit upset I caught that river bet. We did have a straight. I thought he's being polarized, but he's probably never going to be bluffing enough there. So it's probably an easy. There's probably an easier fold than. Calling three bets it. Not great. I should have folded pre-flop there. It's king six position. Oh, sure, bluff with ace five offsuit. All right, we'll throw a bluff here with king six, choose position. Why not? Okay, bluff wins. The king six. Ace five wins with the bluff as well. Looks like it'll be a value bet if he's got king high. I'm going to call if it's cheap enough. Yeah, it is. Throw a bluff in. King three is gone. He calls. All right, we'll bluff it. Full card. Unless he's got a club. He's got a club, he calls and he wins, but if he doesn't have a club, he might fold. Which, of course, he doesn't believe us. If he calls with a club, that just tells us how bad our session's going. I knew he was going to call. After he took so long, I thought he'd call. Most times, that would probably, half the time, that would actually work, that bluff. But things aren't going well at the moment, so can always call the session as well. All right, so we got an open ender. We'll bet it. We're on the strong side of things with 10-9. All right, we hit top pair. If he's got two overs, I like to bet. Ace queen will represent the king. Queen 10 will fold. Oh man, what a flop that would have been. I don't know, really. Let's continue. Didn't believe us the first time, believes the second time though. Okay, open ender with nines. Build the pot off. We're going for the nut flush draw. Ooh, fortunately folded. Didn't three bet us pre-flop. We're gonna bet this one and win the pot. And king eight's gone. Three betting queen jack offsuit. Oh, we actually called. Actually, this guy, very tight. We're going to check here. I think he's slow playing us. If he's got king queen, we just laugh at him. 7-6, really? Okay. All right, they're cool. Queen jack. Usually trapping. You got small pocket pairs here. Okay. Queen jack probably should have folded pre-flop though. Very dominated there a lot of the time. Let's clean up our pre-flop play a little bit. All right, kings win. There's queen on the flop. Nice. We'll set mine tens. Do have a gut shot, so we're at least going to call the C bet. He's got ace king we're in front. He might have got us on the river. I'm pretty sure he got us on the river. Definitely had a lot of it. Definitely had a good chance to win that one though. I'll call. I can't even call this one now on the turn. Ooh, we hit the 8. Do a bit of ace high. I'm going to call. Slow playing. Make sure we tighten up a little bit, especially against 3 bets. We need to make sure we still give ourselves a good chance. Yeah, 2's a good one. Even a spade might not be good. All right, we'll call. All right, we call on more, and if it bets again, we fold. He's got a set. Yeah, probably could have folded from the flop, but didn't look like he was scared of the king. All the way pot as well, so it's not unheard of to fold top pair, top kicker there. It's like small blind fighting him with position, and we get there at least. All right, I've got 7. Oh, 2 pair. Would 3 bet. Ooh. Actually, the bet here quite big. A lot of outs. Need to charge. All right. Have fold. If we had, the ace comes out. Story of my life. If we had the same suit, ace 10. Well, I was right. He was bluffing, but okay, he was bluffing and caught him at least. No risk. If we don't bounce back soon, it's gonna hurt. Might be back in the 50s the way we're running. Hopefully hit a downturn. We're not doing all that bad. Like, we're not playing all that bad. Probably a couple of 3-bets out of position. You could probably ask why, but other than that, we've had a few hands that could have went either way. Did get very lucky with one hand as well. Out of position off that one. I could prefer to call in position. Oh, we'll stab sixes. Stab again. Nice. So even though we're not doing great, we're still not scared of taking stabs at the pot when opponents feeling weak. Yeah, we got a gut shot. Get a jack would be nice, but all right, we'll call. Right, don't leave. Still got a second pair. Can't really value second pair though. Could have a queen or a 6. Okay, point kings. Let's go. We're under the gun, so the could have a strong ace here. Can't fold with 2.5. 2 pair, drawing dead. Okay, we'll step off kings. Against aces. Wow. Runner. Drawing dead. Okay, queens win pre-flop. Alright, we'll set mine, bit out of position. Nines could be good here. Alright, open end over these 10. We'll bet the open ender. Missed it. Alright, we'll bet here, try and get his queen to call. Unfortunately, doesn't he folds? Ace 10 misses. Yuck. I was hoping to be in the 70s when we start playing the tournaments. At this rate, we might have to give the tournaments a bit of a skip this way. Alright, fires will bet. Less likely someone's hit a hand with the double paired board, but could be the one chance we've got to win the hand with the small pocket pair. Alright, we got fours. So you bet up like it's no one's business. Win that with ace queen. Alright, fours again. Actually, misclick the fold and the 4 comes out. Fancy that. Harder to get paid. It's a bit of a dry board. It's not a rainbow board though. All right, ace 10 will 3-bet. All right, we did a bet. We're going to fold here. There's no point playing this one. The only way someone's got a flush or better, or not better, better than a pair with an okay jigger. All right, queens. All right, continue. We'll see bet king 9. We've got a lot of turn cards. 7 of hearts would be nice. Get a gut shot with a flush draw would be nice. All right, 7-6 pretty much giving up. 8-6, I mean. See about bluffing, but changed my mind. I'll open up at ace queen. We'll just fold queen jack. We don't need to lose any more than we need to. Against other gun range, could be dominated there a lot of time. Just need to make sure we refocus a little bit here. We're going to fold a lot of the suited connectors and gappers that are a bit low as well, just to adjust a little bit. Queen jack suited will open, but not off suit for the under the gun. Like I said, tightening up a little bit. 8-7 suited under the gun. Normally, would have thought about playing it, but things aren't going well, so we will tighten up. Shows the win. We'll call the sevens. All right, everyone checks to us. Oh, we're not in the position. Not in position, unfortunately. All right, checks we will bet. Sixes will take a stab. Ace 10 flat. We never totally dominated with ace 10 suited. Now I get raised. I'm going to fold sixes just to. Ace 10 still in it. Jack's definitely trying to get a fold on the flop. I think as soon as we start playing a little bit weaker there, we're asking for trouble. But I let go of ace 10. We didn't really hit there, so turn card did not help us at all. We'll just shove. We've just got to flush that bit. If he's got a good club, he's going to call, hopefully. He's taking a lot of calls, so it means we've stood up the best hand here most times. It means he doesn't have queen jack. He doesn't have a flush. He might have a weaker 2 pair. Anyway. All right, ace queen folding. Didn't 3-bet us. So if he opens up, I'm going to call. If we get a 10, if you've got a strong king, we could definitely get some. And, all right. I'm going to bet this one. If we get the 8, we're going all in on the river. All right, let's get a check. He's got a king. He's not getting any folds. He would have folded before. It's unfortunate. Got shot with 10-9. All right, let's try and get a bluff. Ace king. Let's raise it up. We need cool. I'm not giving any folds at the moment. Terrible. We'll see that with ace king. We're in a bit of trouble. I mean, 10 even, that looks pretty. Some value from a 10, hopefully. The ace jack can, but he folded. Okay, ace 5. I'm in the big blind. I don't know why I did that. Silly. All right, 3s. All right, we'll pull from the big blind. 2 pair. Could have queen 10, but I don't think so. All right, let's bet. Put 3s because we're in position. Scare card ace, but all right, folds our king 9. How will check raise king jack? Had a lot of good turn barrels. Shipping down a bluff at the 10-8 hand. Yeah. Valued him on the turn even when I was bluffing. But it's a little hint of things to turn, things to come, things are turning around. But yeah, there's no excuse to loosen up yet. Oh, here we go. Got some ace kings going on. Love to see a check here. On the straight. Love to hate it. Would have been a good spot for him to bluff as well. Yeah, I folded 2s in the small blind. What was that? I'm just you're running hot, you're running hot, so. Okay, Queen's out of position, we'll raise. 5%, 19 hands. This is very tight, which means he's going to do a lot of folding to 3-bets. And when he 4-bets, you better get the hell out of the way. Low cards, please. Really about we want a hand. I'm not even doing an ace. Go better. Okay, calls. Oh, with value bet too. Nice. Ace 5. Look at a bet there. Ace queen. All right, 8's going to call. If we hit an 8, we can get paid there because there's an ace and king on the board. Would be really nice. Okay, that's big, trying to protect himself. Standard. Yeah, three-way pot. I thought threes might be good luck, but doesn't appear so. Ooh, queens. All right, all three-bet queens, definitely. All right, ace king raising it up. Here we go. Oh, snap. Surely not. Oh, no. Queen. Queen. No. Just to split. That was also the jack's takeout. Three-way. Unfortunately, it wasn't in our favor. Probably could have folded ace king pre-flop as well. I'd rather be the one shoving, not calling. So it's definitely probably a fold. Can't fold. It's only 15. Couldn't fold because it was already the pot ratio. Stack to pot ratio was too low. So he's got to do that with ace king as well. All right, calling with thoughts. Okay, another 5. All right, open ender. We'll raise it. I'm trying to steal it with 4s, but the only chance we've got in the hand really is to bet there. Hit a jack with ace 9. Trades it up with queens. All right, took it out with 7-6. Be scared to look at the bankroll after this one. But we're not really chasing our losses. What we're doing is trying to practice keeping it calm and just trying to, focus on our legs as well. Although we were calling 3 bets out of position, just way too much. We folded the king queen, especially offsuit hands that play well post flop. All stabbed with 5s. Well, unfortunately, hit the turn, so. But maybe with overcards, we could win the hand there. All right, king queen, we could probably value bet here. Should we call some medium pairs, lower pairs, but no. Ace queen open. All right, we'll call. If he checks here, he's going to have kings or queens, so. Oh, we'll call. Probably should have folded. Disgusting. All right, we got trips. Okay, we got a call. He had 2 pair, so we got him. That's one little back. His turn off suits definitely folding. Probably can call. I'm in bet. All right, as king betting there. We'll step off a bluff. All right, little value bet. Not. Would love to start running hot right about now. 3 betting ace jack. Pocket 9s. Ooh, aces. It's 3 bet 9s though. We're in front of overcards. Around checks to us, we're gonna bet here. 3 betting king jack though. Good turns. Value bet on the river with the ace. Yeah. All right, we'll see about king queen suited. What can go wrong? Absolutely nothing. Fighting king jack. If we don't sleep and play non-stop to the next day, we get our money back for C dollars. But unfortunately, I gotta go to work. So it's not gonna work. Plus, sleeping is pretty good. Definitely highly rated. I like my gameplay tonight. Well, even though I don't think we're not playing that bad. But yeah, we're definitely probably should calling it a session. We'll raise nines. We'll call it ace 10. See if we can hit 2 pair. Not the spade would be nice. We'd steal it with king 9 suited. Ace high is never good enough. Gave ourselves the best chance though. We weren't drawing dead. We had a few outs. When I did card and a flush draw, so. Value bet, check 10. Fold. 9's got there on the flop. We defended it pretty well. All right, ace king, 3-betting. All right, we'll open 7-6 suited from the cutoff though. Big difference from that to under the gun. All right, so we've got a pair and a flush draw. Quite aggressive. Hitting another 7 would be nice. All right, we'll bet it. He could have a set. Could have a straight. He's got worse hands to call. Yeah, he's got a straight. We got a flush, so nice. All right, gotta check ace 10. It's a bad board, I think. Do you have a gut shot though? All right, check on the river. It's got 9s. Probably did miss a bet there where we could have bluffed and go to the fold. The board did hit our range, so it was our range. All right, through bet ace jack. All right, all 3-bet jacks. All in. Could have folded ace jack there. Ace king and jacks. Ace jack 3-betting. If we get some folds with ace jack here. Gets a called. We do block a straight. Let's go up. All right, so win the bluff there, Norris. All right, got ace king. Let's throw a little value bet with ace king. He snap calls. Queen's beautiful. All right, Jack's still got a good hand here. Go over cards. If he's got 10s, he's calling. If he's got 9, we're dead. All right, so a little bit of something's happening at the moment. We are bouncing back a little bit. We haven't been playing atrocious. Like, we've made a few bad calls out of position. You know, probably the ace queen. I probably should not have called. I probably got a little bit carried away there. You know, opponents end up having a hand where, well, the chances they might not have. We'll bet this one. We've got a flush. Ooh, okay, queen two, flush draw. If he has 9-8, we're dead. Nines are going for a stab, trying to win that pot. Beautiful. Queen two, gonna bet this flush. We'll put there anyway. All right, so chips are starting to come our way. But is it a little bit too late? I don't know. We'll bet here. Fold straight away. But harder for our opponent to call there. I mean, queen definitely hits our range. All right, queen jack. Could have probably defended there, but folded. All right, giving up to ace queen. Big bet, actually. Yeah, a lot of second best hands will call, so I'm going to bet here. Could have a jack as well, so why not? We'll bet small. We've got the bull anyway. Thought maybe a jack will call there, but maybe he's got tens. I didn't think it was weak. I thought it was pretty weak, though. I mean, yeah. That's why we bet small. All right. Queen's got through bet against the cutoff's range. Ace 10, let's see if we can win on the flop. Short stacker. I'm not going to fire another turn barrel. All right, we'll just shove with queens. He's got aces and kings, so be it. Should always fold, shouldn't I? The four bets always fold with queens or less, like ace king. Damn it. Just when things are starting to come our way a little bit. All right, if we lose this hand with kings, we're gone. We'll quit the session. He's got a set of queens. He's stitching us up. Oof, we're okay. So, time to be nervous. We did bet the kings there, even though the board did flush up, though. Reason is we can't afford a free card for another of the same suit to come out. All right, here's set. Love to see a raise here with the set. Very low bet. Looks like he's going to fold, though. Damn it. All right, Caesars doesn't help anything there for us. Even our king, ace king, now hit it straight. If we win that one's amazing. Wow. Never in doubt. There's no one ever. Okay, bottom pair. King Queen's gone. Really wanted to see another two diamonds come out, but with no really good help there, we can't really pick a step there. Yeah. King Queen of three bet. We got a gut shot, so we'll bet up. Kings will three bet. I'd like to see a fold with King Queen. If not, I'd see a jack on the turn. All right, so this is could have queens, jacks, tens. Could still have aces. He's not going anywhere if he's got all the other stuff. Like if he's got medium pairs, can't slow down because the flush draws and straight draws were there. Oh, you just. All right, pocket tens. Three betting. All right, got aces. Let's hopefully get a three bet. Okay, folds. I'll take that. Better than going up against a set of jacks there. Don't think we could value ace higher. Don't think jack high is calling. Yeah, king high maybe. Ace could be good here. All three bet ace three, so offsuit. Continue this. If we call and he's got like a king or a queen, if he trips, that's a great trap. All right, pocket tens. All right, we'll set mine. Hopefully he just calls behind. Still could be up against all the overcards and overpairs with the pocket tens hand. That's fold. Nine on the river, damn it. Hard to call there though. Would have even been harder to call on the turn as well. So really extremely hard. Unless I really think he's bluffing. But the board didn't help. The board didn't help at all there. So I did on the river, but getting to that river is just virtually impossible unless we shove because Patidji's bluffing. And there are extra folds. Pocket nines not going anywhere. Oh, cool. All right, we got sixes. What do we do? Bet. All right, nines are going. Maybe calls in position with the marginal hands. King Jack falls onto that. Ace Queen is very marginal, but They're not always going to have ace king. Often they do have ace king in the big blind when they three bet though. We'll three bet tens. Opposition. All right, we'll call. Yeah, three of the turn got trips, but it looks like he might have queens. Oh, oh, I very funny. All right. No strengths will try and win the pot with 10-5 off. Can't see tens winning here. Surely he throws a bet in. Predictable. Yeah, he showed the bluff before in the other table. All right, king to a three bet. Do I have a gut shot? We're gonna bet. King does hit our range. This team's folding. There are good aces. Oh. Everyone folds. Okay, go check raise this one. As promised. Hopefully he's got ace king. Queen 10. All right, got him. That was a nice little juicy hand. Around bluff with 10-7. Worked. Twos did not get any help. Put on the river. All right, we're deep stacked here. It's the reason why I called. Hopefully he's got ace king. Jack 10, why wouldn't you bet? Very unfortunate river. Very unfortunate river there. Free bet, ace check offsuit. 20% or 27%. No info on this guy. All right, I'm gonna call three-way. All right, short stacked. Doing this anyway, regardless. It's so short. Whatever happened, we're shoving next. Everyone was short. Cannot really fold there. Ooh, come on, club. Club? No, unfortunate. bets into us, it's going to be a bit of a nasty one. I'll still throw a bet in. Still a set. 2 pairs and lower sets could call. It is a scary board though. If I check a bankroll and it's back to even, I'll be highly surprised. I still reckon we're about 5 buy-ins down though. Jack 7 is just going to go for a bluff. Kings are bluffing now too. Yeah, this guy's tight as. He's either going to fold on the flop or have the best hand. There's no between there. He's never going to call with marginals. His stats are too tight. Thought maybe we could win the hand just with him folding. Got shot with Queen Jack. Oh, that trips. Better. Get some value, hopefully. Might call the king, might call the 9, probably 10s, probably queens. Definitely a few worse hands out there that you can't call with. 6 is a win with a flop. King 7 suited a little bit loose. Ace 9 blocker. Didn't 3-bet pre-flop. I'd like to see an Ace 9 win here. Nice, it did. Let's see Queen 7 win there. It does. All right. We I guess a 3-better. Let's just shove. Like I said, I'd rather shove than call the shove. Plus, he's a standard reg. It looks like a standard reg to us. We got plenty of hands on him. Not fighting there. Jack 10's going to be a lot in his range. Never going to get any faults there, I don't think. Alright, hit the 9. Does it really help? If he's got bottom pairs and stuff, yes. Jack's going to call. Set 9. Can't bet here. It's a scared card though, all the clubs. Oh, we still have the best hand. I'll bet with jacks. Jacks are gone. 7-5-1. The other table won as well. Maybe she just checked behind with the jacks. Very tricky. In position to call. Okay, got a flush draw. Okay, open ender. Gut shot. Check 9. Good. 3-bet with 10s. Should have value bet the king queen.
Right, that all of that shit.
In position, why not? King 9 didn't bet, so he looked like he gave up. Bottom pair, let's bet. Let's make a play with 3 full suited. Well, let's not. He just 3-bet, so he saved us some money. He just sat and we bet small. Ace 10's letting him go. Ace King got a gut shot. Hopefully our 2 overcards are still paying as well. If our Ace and King are playing live, it's more of a call. If I think it's not, but it might be a fold. This guy is pretty tighter, 6%. Nice to land with King Queen. Okay, Queenies. At least we have enough discipline up to rebet our position with a suited connection. Connectors, not connection. Our Ace 10 out of position. Oh, man. It hurts. Especially when you call and that happens and when you fold. Call and you miss. Fold. Yeah. Okay. Check. And moving. You're doing all right considering the my prize. That's about being a good thing about today, but I don't think we'll be able to keep it. So certainly based on our prize, unfortunately. Good fold the M race 10. Can't really call. Bottom of our range. That would have been nice. I mean, having that 2 pair before, flipped it straight. Have he's got King Queen? Ooh. Would have if he hit it all, he would wasn't it 10, he would have a bull blouse. Question, what's yeah, I call it trips. What do they call it when you have 3 on the board with 1 in your hand? It's not quads, is it? It's a quadruplet. Oh, definitely raising there. Hit a set on the river. I know it's a dangerous card, but I don't think he's got 9-8. I think he's calling. Three betting, squeezing the base nut off suit.
Oh,
Very cold. Slow rolled, maybe.
oh, oh, we fell in.
Well, it's split. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, no one. Here on the river, damn. Could already have a flush though. Could be drawing dead. Queen Jack. Really want to see hands. The cards come out before, like under the Queen Jack, not above, like the King, especially going up against the under the gun. All right, let's throw bet those three. Hit the three, why not? We got the heart, ace of hearts, a lot of turn barrels. You know, another heart comes out, another three comes out. It'll be fun times, especially the blind barrel. And if he thinks we're full of it, he's gonna be calling us or shoving over the top, even when we do have good hands. Tripping. Jack six, even though we got the price, you can't really call out of position. I know we're down, but you can't make things worse by playing worse. 8-9 suited, never totally dominated. No spades, let's go fold. Open ender on the turn, but as played, the probably could have easily had maybe the most king in his range. All right, out of position, queen 10. Could all better. He could have overcards, and we could be behind. And these 7-8s and 5s are in our range. He'll fold kings and aces in their hand. So he's just going to try and fight our way to stay afloat. All right, eights. Let's read back tens. Ah, okay, nice river. And middle pair's been really giving us a bit of grief tonight. Some of the marginal hands as well been really hurting us. Yeah, we had ace queen. We've had, pocket jacks, pocket tens, pocket nines, probably all adding into the hurt today. Probably a good chance to have a look and see if we could have made some folds. All right, so we've got a gut shot here, and we've got a flush draw. I'm gonna call it. Unfortunately, missed everything though. I'm gonna call the shove. Could be another one. Hopefully, doubles folds, but 10-9 misses everything. Hit him at 8. I call 5. Nice. He value beat himself as well. Split pot. Wow. Who would have seen that coming? Definitely wasn't me. And if you said you saw that coming, you're a liar. All right. 5s. I got 4s. Ace king offsuit. Was pretty cheap. Queen's hand, if I get a jack, we're laughing, but we'll bet. There is the flush draw. All right, yeah, he's going to go for some pot control. We can bet on the river, but now there's 2 pairs in his hand. We're still got a bet just in case he's got king. Yeah, there you go. He's got king. Still getting some value for this thing bets. All right, 9's got an open ender. Let's bet it. All right, got straight. Let's check. If you've got a king, he's just, that's sick. It's just a split, even though that was ugly. It was the only card that killed us. The king coming out was probably bad as well. Don't get me wrong. All right, we've got pocket. I've got a set. Let's raise it. It's a wet board as well with draws, heavy draw. He folds, right? Why are they folding? Two pair definitely betting again for value. Ah, bless me. Okay. Still 2 pair. Second pair, Jack 9 with bet. I know it's. Damn it, king. All right, so I've got a gut shot. We'll bet it as well. No showdown value. Now we've got position now. Yeah, I shouldn't have thrown the bet in. The other hand, up when that guy won with king 7. So I'm bleeding money playing the second paired hands. A lot of chances there. It's just a check. In position, get a call. Bottom pair, gonna raise it with ace 5 offsuit, gonna squeeze. All right, we got bottom pair. If we hit a 6, we're in happy town. Six is gone. 7 6. I'm in. Really need a 5. I mean, we got trips, but unfortunately, looks like a fold. All right, we'll call a 3, but hmm. Right hand 9-4.
Back.
Nice. We got down the river. All right, we got kings. Someone raise over the top. No. Win to win. All right, I got position. Some like 3 betting. All right, they've got ace king is shoving. But he's not shoving there. Headboard. All right, the donking all around with 10-8. Gonna lose to an ace. You watch blue queen. Might have a jack. Or aces. Very bottom pair. Can we make a play? It would have been 2 pair 9-2, but dangerous. With that board.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely, unless we have a good session tomorrow, it doesn't look promising for us. The tournaments, that is. Twos. 3 betting. King, queen. Well, pretty gut shot. Let's go. Why not? Back door. On the river. Full on the river. All right, king, queen, gut shot. We're only pretty much called because we had a gut shot. Ace 2 doesn't get to see the river. Would have been a 5 as well. Got denied. Denied some equity.
Oh, look. Thank you.
Can't really bet there. Yeah, if we bet there, we're value betting ourselves. We learned from last time. Just remember in that spot we did value bet ourselves. It's 3-betting. Raising with kings. Dangerous board.
Yeah, but had it. Done.
It's too shallow. It's fold. Even if the 10 comes out, we're barely getting anything. Ace King's got a raise. Try and steal it with ace 8 suited. Try and steal it with ace 10. All right, better gush on those king. No guarantees though. Okay, we'll check and then check raise the turn if we get some extra equity. That wasn't it though. We were hoping you'd get a 3 or a spade. Open ender. All right, ace 6 suited, win with a bluff. 10. Big calls. All right, got value from jacks. That was nice. So there is a little bit of gold in between, but it's not worth it at the moment. Shallow stack here. I'm going to fold unless the other guy calls. If Diablo calls, I'm calling.
Man.
All right, ace king's free betting. Ace 10 free betting. Especially against 31%er. Not really enough information in there. Maybe Diablo's trying to slow me down because we're in the prize pool. Wouldn't put him past him. All right, ace king, we'll get a 3-bet. Oh, 4-bet actually. All right, we'll call. Shouldn't have called. Sure folders. All right, that's it, guys. I'm done with this session. Should have actually just folded. Yeah, that's it for the session. It's going to be a bad one. Thanks, guys, for watching. But today, wasn't it? We're not going to get that $17, which we really need. And then we'll probably break even. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably have to rewatch this somewhere and look at what we did wrong. I think we were a little bit too happy with a bit of the second pair hands. We did do a lot of good thin value betting, so it wasn't that bad. But there was definitely some double ups that we lost on. Not great. Anyway, thanks, guys.